Hi everyone, Sherwood Small Pets here. So I am here with Evie. I actually got a Facebook message the other day asking if Evie had passed away because they hadn't seen her recently, and I was like, oh, jeepers, I guess it's been a while. I guess it has. I guess the main reason why is that by the time she's active, the lighting in here just sucks, so I just don't bother. Plus, nothing really changed too much over the course of the winter with her. She's a creature of habit, so I don't like to mess things up on her because for Syrian hamsters, it can get very stressful if you mess up their cage. So you have to kind of do change either very gradually, or if you're moving them into a new tank, try and keep some stuff that's the same. So I put some new stuff in for spring, and so I thought, might as well film it while it's clean. Because usually by like the end of the week, this whole half of the Detolf is in that, and we have to empty it and be like, no, you'll have to be able to breathe still, contrary to popular belief. So just show you a quick overview first. So this is the IKEA Detolf. It is the cheapest hamster house that you can get for the size. It's just over 5 feet long, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because it dangles over the edge of the calyx, which holds it. Very convenient. So she's been in this since September? Yeah, September, thereabouts. I love it. The only thing is it is a little low for Syrians. Like, this would be like the house of houses for dwarf hamsters, I think. Syrians, it's okay, as long as you don't, you figure a way to keep the shavings by the wheel a little lower, just so that the wheel, you can put a lid on, because Syrians, lid is a must. Especially with hamsters like Evie, who managed to get out of a 21-inch tall tank and find her way to my foot. That was a good day, but that's a story for another time. So, without further ado, this is the cage tour. We'll start with the bedding, because I think with hamsters, bedding is really important. At any given point, Evie has 4 to 5 different types of bedding in her cage. I'm not a person that separates the different substrates, because she doesn't use a sand bath, so that's the only one that I would really feel the need to keep on its own. She has 2 different types of the crinkly paper. One is wider and the other is much smaller. I try to use more of the wider just so that she's never eaten any of this, but keep in mind that if you've got a hamster that just kind of chews paper, maybe keep away from it. But yeah, so we've got, usually I have Aspen in here, but today I had a thing of Carefresh, so I thought I'd mix it in with the Boxo to use for structure. This is Boxo here. This is like a softer version of Carefresh. I think it is Canadian. Hey baby. But this is my favorite bedding, because with Carefresh you can often, I'm actually usually really hesitant to use Carefresh because of, hold on, I'll show you, give me 1 second. This is the reason why I'm usually hesitant to use Carefresh, because you get this cottony stuff in here, which I've never seen a bag without it. So I go through my Carefresh meticulously when I put it down if I use it. The only time I ever use Carefresh, quite frankly, is when it's on clearance. So usually I get the Christmas stuff in, January, or the spring stuff in the fall, that kind of stuff, because it's expensive and it's way overpriced and overvalued. So Boxo is what I use usually, but yeah, so substrate's important, because you want to have stuff that's going to hold into place if they want to use it, build it for a nest or a tunnel. And then you want the soft stuff too, so they can be comfortable. You just never want to use anything with the cotton, because it can wrap around their intestines and kill them, which is really fun. So on to the actual fun stuff now that the boring stuff's out of the way. This is her main house. It's a big corner reptile. I think it's a lizard house. You get it at PetSmart. I think it's $21.99 Canadian. For the value, it's absolutely massive. There's no solid bottom. That's one thing. If you have a hamster, try to avoid houses with solid bottoms, because they can get absolutely ruined with pee. Can create all kinds of ammonia, which is great. So you want to keep it open if you can. Over here is just a little willow tunnel from PetSmart as well. They're $3.99. She actually turns hers up and uses it as a porch swing, kind of like this. but I try to keep, it gives her something to do, so I always flip it back. Over here is my must-have for any hamster tank. It is a giant piece of driftwood. Again, PetSmart for $9.99. You cannot go wrong for the size. It's huge. There's all kinds of holes and everything. They're just fantastic. They're like my cage essential. Over here, this is something that you guys would have seen a year ago. This is actually we got this from Carrie when we won her contest last year. She sent us something for our hamster, which was awesome. And I was too afraid to use it for a while because I didn't want her to wreck it, but I thought it was just perfect to put in here. Some of the stairs have fallen off, which is unfortunate, but not really a necessary thing. The colors are just completely Carrie, and they're just so cute for Evie. I love them because, like, for a while, she was our only girl in the house, so it was pretty nice. Then we've just got her little food dish. Usually we scatter feed, but when we clean out her cage, I put food in the corners that she likes to keep food in, but then I also give her fresh food in the dish, just so she knows that it's here and we haven't totally screwed up her entire cage and her life. This is a cork tunnel. It's half buried just to give her some like semblance of like a natural kind of lifestyle where she likes to tunnel and burrow. This is her rodent wheel. No matter where you are in the world, I would recommend trying to get your hands on this stuff because they are friggin' awesome. We went through a lot of wheels with our different hamsters over the years, and these are by far the quietest, the best value, the most durable, just magic. I use them for, Gus has one as well. Over here is her water bottle. It's an aquarium style one. The spout goes straight down. The reason we use one of these is because Evie is a climber. She'll climb onto the top of the water bottle and fall. And especially now that she's getting up there in age, she's over 1.5 years. We're not really sure how much over that, but she was at least 12 weeks old when we got her, so I really don't want her to risk falling and hurting herself. Over here is a fun little Critterware seesaw that she's just had, and she's already taken chunks out of it. I got it back when I went to Buffalo back in the fall, and I never put it in her cage, and now I've decided, why not? See, this way the spout is long enough so she can't get to this part and grip up. Thanks for modeling that, babe. That was great. Over here, this is just a little platform, also from Petco. She's never had this either, so we'll see if she likes it. If not, I'll just put something else in. Over here is something awesome that I really, really like. It's half log, but it's cut into the corner so that it can go right back here so that, you know, it's easier to put places, and she loves that thing. Over here is just a little eggplant / cucumber gourd, I don't know what it is, house that I got from Petco. It was on like clearance for like $2. So it was so cute, I couldn't say no. The only reason I like it slightly more than the mushroom house that I used to use is because it's got this air hole up here. And I've talked to you guys about ventilation before and how important it is with hamster houses. So that was a selling point for me. Plus the $2, I mean, let's be real. She's also got some stuff on top of her lid, so I'll just show you a bit more footage of her and then we will put the lid on. Might as well just say Evie is a black-eyed cream, long-haired female Syrian hamster. No idea of her background or anything like that, but that's her color. Her hair is thinning a little bit, but that's because she is, like I said, she's over 1.5 years, so she looks really, really good for her age. I couldn't be happier with how she's doing. She's still extremely active. She takes food. She's not totally hand tame. She'll take food from us and she'll let us like stroke her back, but that's the extent of it. She doesn't like being held, so that's why, you know, that's cool. She does her thing, lives in our living room. She's always happy to see us. She comes over and says hi. So I mean, that's about all you want from her. We didn't want to push it when we got her. We could tell that she just wasn't into being held, so we let it be. It was too bad, but eh. Oh, and that piece of wood is just there because she got a little too curious with the hole. And anything we put over it, she would take out. So that's just there chilling. Okay, so let's show you the stuff for the lid. Okay, so over here she has her suspension bridge from Bobby's Bunny Boutique. This is a Rosewood brand, I think. And the one nice thing about the fact that this tank is fairly low is that she never has any very far to fall. She has done some pretty serious damage to it. 2 of the rungs are gone. But, I mean, she really enjoys it, so I guess that's a good thing. And then over here, you just have one of the edible chew sticks there by Eco something or another. And then hanging coconut with bedding in it. She just likes to, it's just something for her to play with, basically. And yeah, so that is her tank. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions about Syrian hamsters, I'm more than happy to answer them. Please, or if you have any types of videos regarding hamsters, just toss your suggestions in the comments below, because I'm always happy to hear from you. So we'll see you guys real soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.